Hello guys and welcome to Mark Shrimp Tanks. Today we're going to be unboxing some blue monster vampire shrimp coming right up. Okay, but before we get started, I think we should talk a little bit about the shrimp and what I know of them. The proper name of them is Atia Gabon shrimp. They come from Africa, and I do believe that they are in the same kind of boat as Amano shrimp, and where they have a larval stage baby shrimp, right? So this is not something that I'm going to be able to breed, not yet anyway, in my shrimp tanks. Okay, so that's what we've got to look forward to today. I want to show you the tank as well where we're going to put them before, because these guys need an area that has pretty good water flow over a surface, because these guys are fan feeders. Okay, so they go like this with their little hands and they collect food and they put it into their mouth like this, right? So it's important that we have an area for them where they can do this. So here is what I've actually done in this tank. I've cleared a lot of the cover from the top. You can see the hornwort is pushed all the way to the back. There's quite a lot of flow going around in kind of an anti-clockwise motion. If you can see the duckweed, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. So the goal for me to do this was to have kind of flow going across the back of this brick. With a bit of luck, these guys should sit on top of this brick and they shall filter feed, and it should be really good for us to see. I've also got a power head on this side as well to create a anti-clockwise current, as I've just said, and hopefully guys this will be a really nice tank to view, because that's really why I got these, because the shrimp keeping is more than just breeding shrimp, sell them, breeding shrimp, sell them. Okay, you see any painted fire reds in here? I don't see any. You see them in the plants, there's loads of them in the filter, right? So let's get into it. I think let's get into the unboxing. Okay, let's go. Let's get into this box and see these monster vampire shrimp. I think they get the name vampire shrimp from their front legs. They actually look like giant teeth, I think. They have red points in them. Okay, so these guys are from Africa, as I said before, and these guys are specialist filter feeders. This means that we will have to make sure that they get enough food via pollen, etc., powdered foods and all that good stuff, right? So this box has an isopore box inside. These are exactly the same boxes as I use as well, so we know that this is going to be good. I just want to see, is it open a little bit? Do I have to cut it? I have to cut it a little bit, I think. Right, and these guys are a little bit sensitive as well, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to acclimate these as soon as I can. I'm not going to bother with macro photography and stuff until the shrimp are actually in the tanks, okay? Because these shrimp, as I said before, can be a little bit sensitive, and I really don't want these guys to die because I've waited so long for them. Alright, so the bags are a little bit damp, which is okay as long as the shrimp are alive. Right, the moment of truth, please be alive. Yes, look at that. Isn't that a cool looking shrimp? Right, these are a little bit off colour as well, but they do colour up when they get into water and they get stabilised and stuff, right? So that's the first one. First one's alive. I only ordered 2 because you can see how much specialist care these guys will need. This guy alive, please. I think it is, but it's upside down. It's upside down in the bag here. You see, this one's actually bigger than the last one. Now these guys can also grow pretty large. I do believe they can grow up to like 15 centimeters. So to give you a rough idea, guys, that is like this kind of size, right? So that is why in that tank I will show you more pictures of the brick placement and the flow, etc., that is required for these type of shrimp. Okay, so let's get these guys right over there. Alright, so let's grab a pair of scissors. I already have all of this set up because I wanted this video to be as fast as possible, get these guys acclimated and get them safely into the tanks. Okay, so this is already set up for you guys. I haven't started the drip acclimator, but it is ready to go. Alright, so I'm going to place one bag in there already. Now if you do the rubber band system like most fish keepers do, right, you should be able to find the end. Maybe, normally it's here somewhere. And if you give it a good tug, you can often pull this nut out. I don't think I could do it with this one because it's so tight. But we're going to put the bag upside down, and we're going to cut the arse of the bag off. Right, so in like this. There's only one shrimp in here, so it's okay for me to go kind of through the bag like this. Right, and gently pour the shrimp out. This guy's kicking like mad. Hopefully he's not going to be too stressed. Come on, little fella. These guys are absolutely gorgeous. That's why I've got them. I've wanted these guys for such a long time. And they're meant to be real characters in the tank as well. Go on. I don't know if these guys like to be out of the water, but this guy doesn't want to let go of this bag. You see him? How cool is he? He's trying to climb up. There you go. Right, and then we'll get the other one out. And I plan to drip these for as long as possible. I'm also going to quickly check the water that they're in as well, just to give me a rough idea of how long I'm going to have to acclimate them for. And my water in this tank here is 150 parts per million. I know a lot of you guys will think that's a bit low for Neos, but that is what they were raised in, and that is what they were bred in. Right, so come on, you little fella. These guys are really cool looking. Look at this. You can almost take them out of the water. Look, see it? Isn't that cool? Come on, little fella, out. Out you go. Oh. By the way, I hope they're not called vampire shrimp because they bite you or something. I can actually see it in the front legs why they get the name vampire shrimp here. You'll see it in future videos. The front claws on them look like vampire's teeth. Aren't they cool? They're like massive amano shrimp, but these guys get much, much bigger. This strip acclimator is set to go as well. I'm just going to quickly put it on to 2 or 3 drips a second. And we're going to let this fill up like this for some time. Alright? Let them get used to the water. And then we're going to put them in the tank. I'm going to use one of my big green nets. These are not like little shrimps, so we can afford to use something this size to put them in. It will be much easier for us. Alright. So it has been roughly about 4 hours, and the shrimp have coloured up a little bit in those 4 hours. You might not actually be able to see it, but they have coloured up a little bit. They're like a little bit of a light blue colour. And as you can see here, both of them are fanning furiously, so I think that's a good sign. What we're going to do is, I think I'm going to try and net these out with this green net I have here. I'm just going to quickly wet it in the tank. Now this is a fine meshed net, but it's something I wouldn't really use on smaller shrimp, right? So I'm going to capture these shrimp, these vampire shrimp. In you go, sir. Who wants to go in? Of course the net is too big for me to really grab a hold of them. It's interesting to see that they kind of clamp up a bit when you try and catch them in the net, right? So let's try and get this done as quickly as possible without hurting the wee fellas. Come on. It's like transferring a great white shark into another tank. And there you go, guys. Isn't that a beautiful shrimp? And it goes right over there already, which is kind of cool. As you can see as well, I've actually angled the power head here so it goes across the top of that brick. Right, and with a bit of luck, guys, we should get some footage of these guys on top of this brick feeding within a few days, I would imagine, because they always seek out the places where there's most flow, and that is it in the tank, I would say. So let's get the second little fella out. This guy is slightly smaller, but is a wee bit faster, as you can see. Ah! It's trying to freak out. I don't want to stretch this guy out too much. It's been going so well. There you go, come on. I mean, if I had 2 hands free here, it'd be a lot easier, right? So he's in the net. Let's have a look over here. By the way, you can see all my painted fire reds in the bottom here. Let's see. What's this fellow like? What is he like? Is he out already? Did he jump out already? That was amazing. I didn't even see him, guys. I'm just going to check the floor and stuff here because I did not see the shrimp leave the net. But he must have. Right, so he's not in the net. I'm quickly going to check the floor just behind here. Make sure he didn't jump out. No, he didn't. So he must have went in the tank somewhere here himself. Let's see if I can spot him. I can't see anything. Right, so I'll get back to you guys once I see these shrimp a little bit more. And you will see them a little bit more in detail, okay? One moment here.